Hello everybody, welcome to this video class. My name is Brian and today we are going to have a short review about imperatives, there is and there are, frequency adverbs, the present simple in affirmative and negative and questions, and the verb collocations for do, play, and go, as well as adverbs of manner. Now, let's take a closer look to each one of these third term topics. Use imperative sentences to give order, instructions, or to express warnings. Imperative sentences use verbs in their basic forms. It means you do not have to conjugate these verbs. For example, mix all ingredients, instruction. Drive carefully, wet floor, warning. Don't play with the doorbell, order. Use there is in the singular and there are in the plural to give information about something that is located or that you can find in a specific place, area, or situation. For example, there is a TV in the living room. There are 5 people in my family. My parents, my 2 sisters, and me. Frequency adverbs are used with the present simple. They help us express the frequency in which we do different activities in our routine and daily life. They are always, often, usually, sometimes, occasionally, rarely, hardly ever, and never. Most of the times, frequency adverbs are located before the verb. For example, we rarely play video games on school days. There is one exception to this rule when using the verb to be. The frequency adverb is located after the verb. We are rarely late for work. For the present simple in its affirmative, we need to remember that there is one important rule, the conjugation of 2 verbs. Verbs have 2 forms in the present simple. The first one for pronouns I, you, we, and they, and the second one for the pronouns he, she, and it. I, you, we, and they live, whereas he, she, and it lives. Spelling rules. Verbs that end in O. Go and goes. Do and does. Verbs that end in SH. Wash and washes. Finish and finishes. Verbs that end in consonant plus E. Study and studies. Cry and cries. Verbs that end in the S. Kiss and kisses. Miss and misses. Verbs that end in CH. Watch and watches. Touch and touches. Verbs that end in X. Fix and fixes. Present simple negative. The negative form uses the auxiliaries don't and doesn't for most of the verbs. We use it between the person and the subject. For example, I don't speak Chinese. We use don't for the pronouns I, you, we, and they. For example, they don't like fish. We use doesn't for the pronouns he, she, and it. For example, Sarah doesn't like horror movies. In the present simple, we ask yes or no questions by using the auxiliary verbs do and does. For example, do you live near here? Does Sonia live near here? Short answers follow the next structure. Yes plus pronoun plus auxiliary, or no plus pronoun plus auxiliary. For example, do you like apples? Yes, I do. Or no, I don't. We also have questions that use the WH words. They are called information questions. The WH words are what, where, when, why, who, how much, how many, how long, and which. For example, why do you like video games? When does Alicia start classes? Information questions do not have a yes or no answer. They can have multiple possible answers. Why do you like video games? Because they are entertaining. Verb collocations. To talk about sports and free time activities, we commonly use three verbs: play, do, and go. Take a look to this example. On the weekend, my siblings and I have different hobbies. My sister plays baseball, my brother goes skating, and I do karate. The verb to play is used with team games that include a ball. For example, play basketball, play tennis, play football, play baseball, play volleyball, play hockey, or play badminton. Verb do is used for individual games and some other activities. For example, do karate, do judo, do ballet, do gymnastics, do aerobics, do homework, do the dishes, or do the laundry. Verb go is used for activities and games that are verbs in the ing form. For example, go swimming, go skating, go jogging, go surfing, go fishing, or go snowboarding. Adverbs of manner. Adverbs of manner are words that we use to describe actions. They give details and characteristics to an activity. In general, they are formed from adjectives by adding the ending ly. For example, I always eat slowly. I take about 2 hours for this lunch. In this example, the adverb slowly is describing the action of eating. The adverb of manner helps you to answer the question, how do you do it? Adverbs of manner have one simple characteristic. They end in ly because they are formed from adjectives. For example, Michael sings beautifully. Now, let's check some other adverbs and how they are formed from some adjectives. Adjectives and adverbs. Slow and slowly, careful and carefully, dangerous and dangerously, beautiful and beautifully, loud and loudly, quick and quickly. Let's sum up. Imperative sentences use verbs in the basic form. They are used to express orders, instructions, or warnings. Use there is and there are to tell information about something that is located in a specific place, area, or situation. Present simple is used to express activities we do in our daily life, as well as habits and routines. Frequency adverbs are used with the present simple. They help us to express the frequency of different activities we do in our routine. For questions in the simple present, use the auxiliaries do and does. We can ask yes or no questions as well as WH questions. Use play, do, and go to talk about different sports and activities people do. Adverbs of manner are adjectives with the ly ending. They are used to describe actions. Okay, now it is your turn to practice what we studied. Read the text and use the information in parentheses to complete the lines. In my free time, activities with my family. My mom and I swimming when we travel to a hot weather place. My dad doesn't like pools, but basketball. I like sports, but I think my dad plays. New activities to do with my family. For example, extreme sports. My mom likes them, but Dad, a little worried about my crazy ideas. Answers. Okay, now it is time to check. In my free time, I usually do activities with my family. My mom and I go swimming when we travel to a hot weather place. My dad doesn't like pools, but he always plays basketball. I like sports, but I think my dad plays aggressively. I often propose new activities to do with my family. For example, extreme sports. Mom likes them, but Dad is a little worried about my crazy ideas. Please continue practicing and see you in our next video class.